Hello, my name is Marlene Engelhorn and I am from Austria. I was born into a rich family and will one day inherit a fortune for which I never had to work. Millionaires should not get to decide whether or not they contribute in a just way to the societies they live in and without which they would never have become millionaires. Social justice is in everyone's best interest. Wealth taxes are the least we can do to take responsibility. Tax us.
Tax me, says Marlene Engelhorn in a November 2022 video. Engelhorn is an Australian heiress who is calling for a citizens' assembly to give away her 25 million euros inheritance. She has even invited 10,000 Austrians to help her spend that money. That is a little over 227 crore rupees for you. Why is she giving her money away just like that? According to Engelhorn, 1% of the population of Austria, which abolished its inheritance tax in 2008, owns 50% of its wealth. But that's Austria. Why is it relevant here? Because India's wealth story is somewhat similar. According to Oxfam India's April 2023 Survival of the Richest report, 5% of Indians own more than 60% of the nation's wealth. The other 50%, however, have just 3%. Another Oxfam report showed that in 2017, 73% of the wealth generated in 2017 went to the richest 1%, while 67 crore Indians saw just a 1% increase in their wealth. And that is the reality of inequality of wealth distribution in India. As of 2022, the number of dollar billionaires in India were at 166. In the mid-1990s, it was just 1. And there is no wealth tax in India. There used to be one till 2016. It was abolished in the tax assessment year of 16-17. Since then, anyone with the net income exceeding 30 lakh rupees will pay just 1% as tax. There is no cess, no surcharge levied on wealth tax. So that means Mukesh Ambani, whose net wealth, as reported by Forbes, is at $92 billion will pay only 1% of that. $92 billion converted to Indian rupees is a little over 8.3 lakh crore rupees. Gautam Adani, whose net worth is at $62 billion too, will only pay 1% of that. The combined wealth of India's top 100 richest individuals in 2023 currently stands at $799 billion. And yet, they will only provide 1% tax on that. No less, no more. That is $7.99 billion collectively by 100 individuals. That means if you earn 30 lakh rupees a year, you will pay 1% on that. If you earn 30,000 crore rupees a year, even then you pay 1% of that. Oxfam India's Survival of the Richest report from April 2023 states that instead of 1, if India's billionaires are taxed once at 2% on their entire wealth, the tax money could support the required 40.4 thousand crore rupees required for the nutrition of India's malnourished population for the next 3 years. Compare that figure with this perspective. If Adani were to donate a 1,000 rupee note every hour, it would take him over 17,000 years to run out of money. So perhaps the need of the hour here is that instead of a universal wealth tax, it is time that policymakers think of a progressive slab. 1% for 30 to 55 lakh rupees, 1.5% for 56 to 100 lakh rupees, 2% for 101 to 200 lakh rupees or something like that. Something to think about, right? I'm Deepthi Rao and you are watching India Today SoSouth.